WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents.
Here's a shot in that sails wide behind the net. It's up the middle. Jordan scores!
Missouri State University Ice Hockey.
Alex Torin gets the goal. It came from behind the net, and he was able to get it up over the blocker of the goaltender, Pikus, and Missouri State has tied this game up. It's 3-3. Tyson working it quickly, gets it over to the corner to Pedersen. He gets it out to center ice. Hoagland taps it across the line to Kovacic, back to Hoagland. Now in front, Bratton drives, scores! He gets the rebound.
With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Mediacom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena, Missouri State takes on the Arizona Wildcats. And the last time these two teams played each other, it was the ACHA Division I National Championship opening round game. And fans know all too well what happened in that game for Missouri State. It was a situation where they had a 1-0 deficit and a goal with Brian Fuller wrapping it around, and it went off of Anthony Churro and into the net. Well, at least according to what Ice Bears players thought, Churro kind of pushed away and made sure that the puck stayed out of the net. The officials looked at it, and for about 10 minutes, as you can see the washout sign in Missouri State, that's exactly what happened. The game was, or the goal that is, was washed out, and the Ice Bears ended up with a 4-1 defeat as Arizona moved on in the playoffs. Hello everybody, welcome. Those of you listening on KBFL, I'm Steve Casson along with our cameraman Alex Somm tonight as the Ice Bears play one game against the University of Arizona Wildcats. This one game is a battle between the same two teams that were ranked similar last season. Missouri State ranked 17, Arizona ranked 16 as we head into the preseason poll. For Missouri State, though, the difference is they are 7-1-1. They have an overtime win, a shootout win, and a overtime loss. And they are after a sweep of the University of Central Oklahoma, playing unbelievable hockey right now at 7-1 this season. University of Arizona Wildcats 3-0 after a couple of wins against Arizona State this past weekend. Ice Bears will start in goal once again. Bailey Stevens, he's 5-1 with a 2.10 goals against average and a .924 save percentage. He's allowed 15 goals this season, and he does have one shutout. Same goaltender for Missouri State, against Missouri State. Arizona Wildcats will start Anthony Churro once again in nets, the 5'10", 200-pound product from Peoria, Arizona. In 2 games, he's 2-0 with a .67 goals against average. He's only allowed 1 in 2 games in almost 89 minutes. He's faced the puck a lot, faced 35 shots, and he has a .971 save percentage. These two teams in the Western Collegiate Hockey League, and of course Missouri State right now, they are second in the WCHL, 2-1 with 5 points. And University of Arizona has yet to play a game thus far. They're technically tied for 5th in the WCHL. They have no points, of course, without having played any games just yet. For the Ice Bears, they're going to change up their lines just a little bit. Alex Torin is not in the lineup tonight, so what that does, it puts Hunter Cooley from the third line up along with Josh Bell and Andrew Kovacic tonight. The B line stays intact, Travis Barrett, Zane O'Brien, and Jordan Bratton. And then Alex Rubin will move from the fourth line to the third line in place of Hunter Cooley. with Matt Matty and Nikita Salnikov. They will be on that third line, and the fourth line is with an additional player. This year, the ACHA has said you may dress 22 players, so the Ice Bears have done that. And it will be Hunter Saunders, Austin Davis, Spencer Sollenbach, along with Shane Thornton will be the extra player for Missouri State. Their defense stays the same. Chris Brown and Brennan Anderson, Derek Smith and Carson Warnig, Patrick Johansson and Brian Schumacher, and as I mentioned, Bailey Stevens in nets. For the University of Arizona Wildcats, their top scorers include Bailey Marshall, came over from the University of Central Oklahoma. 5 goals and 4 assists for him, including 4 power play goals and a shorthanded goal and a game winner also. Bailey Marshall in 3 games doing it all right now for the University of Arizona. Ethan Stallhuth, who has kind of been a guy in the Ice Bears side, in the thorn in the side, that is, 2-2 for 4 points, and he does have a game-winning goal. And the guy who's been kind of quiet, Anthony Cusinelli, he was talked about last season, and Cusinelli, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. He's tied for second with the University of Arizona. A little late getting things started here. Referees for today's game, or tonight's game if you may be. Mark Marzola is the referee. Ryan Armstrong and Wayne Kidd will be the linesmen. Just 3 here tonight. Normally with a WCHL Men's Division I game it should be 4, but we only have 3. Talked earlier about Josh Bell. He has points in 3 of his last 5 games. Did get the overtime winner against UCO, something that Missouri State is very happy about, getting that overtime win. The Ice Bears have won 4 straight now against University of Central Oklahoma. That goes back to a sweep last season at home, these 2 teams. Or those 2 teams being UCO and Missouri State. Both teams have made their way out onto the ice. And in a moment, we will get this game started. Do have Dr. Ben Goss between the glass, and Ben, we will get to you in just a moment, but let's join our public address announcer, Tim Greasy, for the introduction of the University of Arizona Wildcats.
Tonight, your Ice Bears take on the visiting Wildcats from the University of Arizona. And our starting lineups, beginning with the Wildcats, are as follows. The forwards for the Wildcats, number 15, Anthony Cusinelli. Number 11, Bailey Marshall. Number 18, Ethan Stallhuth. Number 20, defender Manny Rowe. The other defender, number 24, Keelan Ulnick. And in goal tonight for the Arizona Wildcats, number 30, Anthony Churro. The Wildcats are coached by assistant coach Brian Hogan and head coach Chad Berman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from the heart of Springfield, Missouri, here are your starting lineups for the Missouri State University Ice Bears. Starting at forward, welcome number 24, Hunter Cooley. The starting center for the Ice Bears, number 16, Josh Bell. The other starting forward, number 20, Andrew Kovacic. And the defenseman for the Ice Bears, number 11, Brennan Anderson. And also number 18, Chris Brown. Between the pipes for the Ice Bears tonight, welcome number 29, Bailey Stevens. And ladies and gentlemen, joining the Ice Bears on the ice tonight is a 4th grader from Marshfield Elementary School. He is a member of the Jordan Valley Ice Park Junior Ice Bears hockey team. Please welcome Charles Kilburn. The Bears are coached by assistant coach Brendan McClue and head coach Jeremy Law. Our referee for tonight's contest is Mark Marzola and the linesmen Ryan Armstrong and Wayne Kidd. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to kindly rise, remove your hats as we honor our nation, the United States of America, and the men and women who find themselves in harm's way in uniform throughout the world tonight. We invite you to sing along with our national anthem performed this evening by Miss Leah Henderson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem from Mediacom Ice Park. Between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss. Ben, this is going to be one of those games, you think?
Well, one thing's for sure, Steve, it's going to be interesting. The Ice Bears have just completed a very successful trip through the state of Oklahoma over the previous weekend, but yet they face another red-hot, literally marquee opponent in the Arizona Wildcats tonight. Arizona's clad in all red head to toe with red helmets, red sweaters, red shorts, and red socks, all trimmed in white and just a little bit of navy, while the Ice Bears are decked out in their home white sweater with maroon headgear, maroon shorts, and white socks with maroon and gray stripes. Great look for both teams tonight. Kind of reminds you of the old Soviet Union Red Army in the uniforms for the Wildcats, but let's be honest about it. The dream team here in Springfield, Missouri wears maroon and white, and it is almost time for hockey here in downtown Springfield.
Missouri State will skate from the left to the right, and from the right to the left it will be the University of Arizona. And quickly the Ice Bears get it into the zone. Here comes Josh Bell with a drive, and it gets blocked to the far side boards. Now taken by Andrew Kovacic. He sweeps it up to the right side. Now Cooley with a shot, and it's off the glove of Churro. It'll go to the near side boards. Held in by Chris Brown, but taken away by Anthony Cusinelli, and he'll get it up to the right side. He'll send it in. Bailey Stevens makes the first save off the initial drive, and that first drive came off of Ethan Stallhuth. And we get a whistle and a stoppage in play. 19:30 remaining in the first period, and a line change for both teams. Again, it's the first time for these two teams to meet. Arizona leads the Lifetime Series, winning 6 of the 9 meetings between these two teams. They have been outscored, have the Ice Bears, 39-26 in those games. Puck is taken away, and immediately a drive right off the draw by Josh Larson is held onto by Bailey Stevens. So we're not even 30 seconds expired into this game. Well, just a little past 30 seconds, 37 to be exact. And just 3 shots now on Bailey Stevens. Ice Bears can't clear the zone. Puck swung around by Josh Dungy. It'll go to the far side, banked off the boards, and the Ice Bears with possession. But they bring it down in low. Larson comes in to check for Arizona, goes to the left side to Ben Jones. He gets a shot off now to the far side to Camden Armstrong. Armstrong is there. He's on top of the puck. Play continues. Hip check is put down, and the Ice Bears will have it. It'll be Jordan Bratton. Bratton. Lead pass to Barrett. The beeline on. Here comes Barrett. That's Travis. Drive in all the way around. It'll go to the near side. Now taken by Zane O'Brien. We'll talk to Zane O'Brien and Travis Barrett at the first period intermission. Puck is taken away and cleared and sent all the way down. And we have a icing call. Icing with 18:37 to go in the period. It will bring it back into the University of Arizona zone. So these two teams starting things much like they did at Nationals. Just trying to feel each other out, and no really big crazy moves by either squad, although Arizona talked to Chad Berman before the beginning of the game, and he said they busted here. Asked him when he got in, and he said this morning at 10 in the morning. They've been on the bus all night. We'll see if that bus leg syndrome has anything to do with anything. Meanwhile, Ice Bears get a shot. It was Carson Warnig, taken away now by Nasalnikov. He gets a drive in, saved Churro. Goes behind the net. Working now, the puck is the Ice Bears' Alex Rubin. It'll go to the corner, a drive in and a save as Salnikov was right there. Rubin is there, high slot, Warnig. He has it left side. He shoots, it gets deflected up and out of play. So the Ice Bears putting a lot of pressure on. This one gets deflected out of play. I mentioned earlier that Alex Rubin, with 2 goals and 1 assist, came from the WSHL from El Paso, Seattle, and Colorado, where he had 14 goals, 38 assists, and he's now playing for Missouri State on the line with Matt Matty and Nikita Salnikov. Puck stolen, taken by Joey Trapp, left side. He'll swing it all the way around with 17:56 to go in the period. Now it's Arizona. They'll work the puck. Still trying to work it. Moving it to the corner. And it's out to center where it'll be Salnikov. He's going to move it down all the way for Devon Langelar, and he gets it out at least to center ice. 17:36 to go in the period. Hunter Saunders keeps it in on the left side. Intercepted by Arizona. Work to the near side by Camden Armstrong. Puck comes out to center all the way down. No icing. It'll be Brennan Anderson for Missouri State. Anderson drops it off to the near side board. 17:20 to go in the period. Puck is still battled for through the Ice Bears' crease and taken away by Missouri State and Shane Thornton. Came from the Ice Bears Division III team. Now we get a man tripped up but no penalty, as Spencer Sollenbach didn't get the call. Now to come back down to the Missouri State zone. 16:57 to go. Puck is at the Ice Bears bench, flipped right back out, where it'll be taken away by Manny Rowe. He'll shoot it in. 16:46 to go in the period and no score. Rowe works it to the far side all the way out, and we get a whistle. First penalty of the game. It's an interference call, and it'll be a power play for Missouri State. Going in will be Charlie James. And Missouri State on the power play. The Ice Bears this season 5 for 16, 31.3% are the Ice Bears on the power play. So they're going to work it, and immediately the puck is taken away, and it is cleared and sent all the way down into the Missouri State zone. 1:48 remains in the power play for the Ice Bears. Here's Josh Bell. Cross-ice pass. He'll get it to the far side boards to Chris Brown. He's going to drop in low. Gets it to the point. Now playing the point is Bell, and he did keep it in. Bell to Andrew Kovacic. Kovacic working it down low. Puck is deflected up and out of play. Kovacic, the leader in power play goals for Missouri State. He has 3. And the face-off with the deflection will be sent up and out between the glass. Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, you mentioned Kovacic, and early on he has been doing his best to get into that crease, and he's calling for the puck. So let's see if the Ice Bears are intentional about parking him there here on the remainder of this power play and throughout the night in terms of increasing his opportunity to be a sniper on short-range goals.
1:27 remaining in the power play. And we get a whistle for a support that has come out of the glass. The officials are looking at it, and they have decided to just go ahead and take it out. So a quick settle to that, and the Ice Bears work it on the power play for 1:23. Bell with a shot, it's blocked. It'll go to the far side. Ice Bears still battle for it. Kovacic is there. Left side, he likes that. He shoots and he missed wide. Near side boards. Now Anderson's there. He tries to dig it away from his like 11 Bailey Marshall. And now it's Cooley. He gets hit up high. Play continues, and it'll be Marshall with it. Marshall behind the net for Arizona. He gets pulled off the play. Kovacic to steal. Kovacic works it. Still with it. High slot. Now to the left side. The Bell. He shoots. It's blocked. Cooley there. And he gets dumped down. Near side board. Swung all the way around. Anderson to hold it. Flips it up high. Gives it to Kovacic. He'll send it down in low. Almost intercepted by Marshall. Now taken away by Brown. Power play has 37 seconds. No score. Puck is off of Bell and all the way down. And a line change for Arizona. Same for Missouri State. They'll set things up once again with 25 seconds left. Now here comes O'Brien. Beeline on to Barrett. He shoots. It's partially blocked. Behind the net. Barrett will swing it around with 13 seconds to go. Saved by Churro. Puck is taken away and it's cleared, sent all the way down. 5 seconds to go in the power play, and that'll do it. Now here come the Ice Bears again. Johansson with a drive in and a save by Churro. .33 remaining in the period. And no score. And off the draw, it'll be the Ice Bears with it. Maddie to win. Derek Smith ends up with the puck. Right side, drop down in low. Chasing it is Keelan Olnick. Olnick this season has an assist from San Clemente, California. Puck is cleared out to center, and the Ice Bears glove it down. Would have been a hand pass, and they immediately tip it out to center. Here comes a return pass. Here's Rubin, 2-on-1, and Rubin had it deflected nicely by Dungy. It's behind the net. Now Justin, that is, will pick it up and get it out of harm's way, where the Ice Bears set it up again, although this time they give it away. Max Meyer drops down in low. Carson Warnick had it, lost it. It comes out to center. This may be an icing call, although the puck bounced off the boards and slowed down. No icing. Line change for Missouri State. Rubin is the only forechecker in. Comes to the corner to Bailey Marshall. Sent down in where Davis steals for Missouri State. He's tied up by Ben Jones of Arizona. They still work the puck. Salnikov flips it to the near side boards. Flipped up by Chris Brown. Sent all the way around. Looking for Bailey Marshall. Intercepted by Matthew Hull. He gets it to the near side. Ice Bears with Saunders to steal. Hits the shoulder of Dungy and stays in. Here's Chris Brown. He shoots. Blocker save. Rebound followed up save. Rebound in front and a save again as it was piled in front of Churro. Now the puck hits the official and it stays just enough to be cleared by Arizona. 13 minutes to go in the first period. And Missouri State just that close on the doorstep. Puck is cleared all the way down in the Arizona zone with 12:49 to go in the period. Near side to Cusinelli. Lead pass coming in is Stahlhuth. He shot it wide. Great pass there and a great opportunity. Puck is cleared out to center. Camden Armstrong has it for Arizona. Intercepted by Kovacic of Missouri State. Slaps it all the way in, hits the official, stays in the zone, and flipped up into the netting. 2:21 to go in the period. I'd make that 12:21 to go in the period. We didn't lose 10 minutes between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, Steve, a moment ago, defenseman Carson Morgan was playing with fire. He reached into the air to get an errant puck, but he dropped it right at the feet of an Arizona attacker. But fortunately, the Ice Bears were able to stave off the resulting attack on goal, and it remains 0-0 here with 12:21 left in the first period.
You know, you talk about that, and I think the biggest issue right now is the players not wanting to get a penalty. They've changed the rule where theoretically you have to drop it down in front of you or you get a penalty, and that was more of a forward motion, but the officials let it go. And I think teams are having issues with trying to make sure they don't get called for a penalty. Nothing doing there, though, but as Camden Armstrong sends it in, it's a 3-on-2 into the zone. Working the puck is Westland. That's Christopher Westland. Puck is taken away, though. Comes to the line and held in. Arizona, they work it in a snap shot, that is, by Larson. Josh Larson is blocked aside. It's behind the net, comes right up the middle, and this should not be icing. It isn't. It was on net. So Churro quickly gets it out. Missouri State with a line change. It'll go to Larson again. He shoots, and a stick save by Stevens. That was off the top of the goal stick and out. Here come the Ice Bears, left to right, across the line. Beeline on. O'Brien with a drive in and a save by Churro. He'll hold on. 11:24 to go in the period, and no score here at Mediacom Ice Park. Steve Casson along with Alex Salm on camera work, and between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss. Face off in the Arizona zone. Won by the Wildcats, sent out to center, where Derek Smith will come all the way down. This should be icing, though, and they wave it off. Dungy waved it off. Now puck stolen right up the middle. Dungy drive and a save. Stevens rebound and a score. The rebound comes in as the Ice Bears give up the puck, and it is 1-0 in favor of Arizona. 11:08 remaining in the period. So Arizona gets the first goal of this hockey game as the Ice Bears coughed up the puck. And not a good thing for Missouri State, as their defense, there's the first save by Stevens, but the rebound put home, and I don't know if it banked off of somebody and into the net, but it is a score for Arizona. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Wildcats. We'll catch the call from Tim Greasy, but the Wildcats do take the lead.
Arizona goal is scored by number 22, Jacob Dickinson, assisted by number 26, Justin Dungy. For the Wildcats, Dickinson from Dungy. Time of the Arizona goal, 8:52.
It is a 1-0 lead for Arizona on the goal by Dickinson. That is his second of the season. And the assist will go to Dungy. And it is 1-0 Arizona after Missouri State with all sorts of pressure, and they cough up the puck. Puck flipped out to center, off of Barrett, and we get a hand pass. Shots even at 6 apiece. We get the hand pass, and let's go between the glass. Dr. Ben Goss, what happened there?
Well, first of all, Bailey Stevens took a point-blank shot with only about 2 or 3 feet between him and Dungy, and somewhere on the rebound, Dickerson got a stick on it and it just trickled past Bailey Stevens behind his left shoulder, and he didn't have a clue where it came from, but unfortunate sequence of events there. The Bears are going to have to play much tougher on defense. They're not looking very sharp back in their own zone now.
Bailey Marshall with it, left side across the Missouri State line, and a shot in on Bailey Stevens is deflected into the corner. 9:51 remaining in the period. It's a 1-0 lead for Arizona. Puck cleared out to center. Nikita Solnikov, nice move, left side, cut back, and a good defensive play as Solnikov lost the puck. Stolen up the middle, though. Rubin has it, and it's deflected to the corner. Now Solnikov again. That defensive play was by Marshall. Here it'll go to Johansson on the near side. Now cross ice, left side. Solnikov working it. Gives it over to Schumacher. Now back over to Johansson. He's going to work it again to Schumacher, left side. Brian Schumacher waits. He shoots, and it's blocked in front. Good block there by Armstrong, and it's cleared, helped out by Stallhuth. And a line change for Arizona. Ice Bears call for the puck. They get it in offside as Maddie was offside. 9:08 to go in the period. And the offside will bring it all the way back into the Missouri State end of the ice. .908 to go in the period. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Thanks to Dan Dow, Minot State 1, Jamestown nothing, middle of the first period. Right off the draw, drive-in, save on the right side. A drive by Manny Rowe is steered aside. And Bailey Stevens holds on to that one. We'll do it again to the left of Bailey Stevens. And off the draw, Ice Bears will have it. They move it to the near side boards and get it out to center and across the AZ line. Quickly turned around by Westland. Now here's a 2-on-2 into the zone. Working it is Manny Rowe. He's hit down in low, kicked into the corner, now back behind the net to Armstrong. Comes up the middle. It's partially blocked. A drive in that's deflected after Trey Decker got the shot. Now to the near side. Near side of the boards across the ice to the fans, that is. And here we go as the Ice Bears dig it out to Shane Thornton. Thornton is 1-on-2. Gets it into the zone. That's as far as it goes, where it's taken away by Decker. And now we're going to get a penalty. It's a slashing call, as Thornton's stick was slashed out of his hands. So the penalty will go to Keelan Olnick. And it's power play number 2 for Missouri State. Second power play for the Ice Bears. They're 0 for 1 thus far.
All right, once again, let's get loud, Ice Bear fans. The big
And Missouri State this season on the power play, 31.3%. 5 for 16. Let's see what they can do. It is O'Brien, and his pass immediately taken away and cleared. So slashing is the call. Now the play across the line into the Arizona zone. Ice Bears will set the power play up. 1:20 to go in the power play. Johansson, left side. Looking, gets a shot off. It's partially blocked and immediately cleared by Dawson Marshall. Shots are 7-8 in favor of Arizona. Or 8-7, actually. Puck is cleared all the way in. Bell is there. Blocked away from him, but now he gains possession. Left side, comes up the middle. Bratton coming in as Cooley. He shoots and he missed. Ice Bears change at least one. That's Bratton. Now Brown to put a check on it. Camden Armstrong's in there for Arizona. Dug out. Anderson with it. Flipped up and in, and a souvenir for the fans as it went through the netting. So we'll get a fresh new puck. Fans get a souvenir. 33 seconds remaining. Play is underway in the Arizona zone. Ice Bears take it out. 25 seconds to go. Drive from the left side by Bell and a save by Churl. Rebound held in. And it is out to center ice, cleared by Arizona. They want a line change, but they can't do it just yet. The Ice Bears send it in, and now it is finally taken away and cleared all the way down. 8 seconds to go in the power play, and Arizona will continue with their penalty kill brilliance as Bell comes in and a blocker save. They have now killed off 24 straight penalties. They are at 100% this season. Puck cleared into the Missouri State zone by Charlie James, and it's held on to by Stevens. Actually, that was 22, Jake Dickinson. 5:59 to go in the period. Coming up at the first period intermission, talk with the Ice Bears 2/3 of the B line and Travis Barrett and Zane O'Brien. Now off the draw, the Ice Bears will have possession. They're going to work it into the corner, and it'll be sent all the way around. Rubin comes in to forecheck. Lowell on the goal line to Salnikov. Rubin now with it. Not much of an effort to get it over to Salnikov, but it works. Now Rubin, backhander in front. Salnikov gets held down or pushed down, no penalty. That's actually Matty in front. He got pushed down with no penalty. Now over to the right side. It is sent right through the slot. Salnikov to Chase on the left side. Outside the zone, and Derek Smith will set it up. Clears it over the referee, but into the bench, so the face-off will come outside the zone. 5:15 to go in the period between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
One thing the Arizona defense appears to be doing early on here, Steve, is pushing the Ice Bears further and further out toward the red line when the Ice Bears have the puck in their attacking zone. So great job by the Wildcat defense so far. Bend, and then push back.
5:15 to go in the period. And off the draw, the Ice Bears will have possession. A bounce puck into the zone past Davis. And finally helped right in. We're down to 5 minutes remaining. Far side board. Saunders is there to race. Below the left circle. Salenbach, that is. But he lost it. We come the other way. Here is a nice deflected and broken up pass, but right in front it does connect. And saved by Bailey Stevens as they finally got it to Charlie James. And the Ice Bears are saved by Stevens again. Missouri State gets it out to center and cleared into the zone. Arizona has a 1-0 lead. That goal coming at 8:52. Dickinson, his second of the season. Dungy with the assist. That's where we stand right now. Here comes Missouri State. It is Davis across the line. He's checked by Devin Langlaire. Now we're going to get a penalty as O'Brien in front was cross-checked, and Missouri State with 4:07 to go get their third power play of the game. And he's arguing as Charlie James. That's his second penalty. And Missouri State will have another opportunity with the man advantage. We'll see what they can do. Off the draw, the Ice Bears do win it. It'll be Bell to send it down in low to Cooley. Looking for Brown, but instead goes to Kovacic. Now to Anderson. Playing catch with it over to Kovacic left side. Kovacic waits. Leading power play goal scorer for Missouri State. Kovacic off a deflection gets it behind the net to Brown, and it's moved to the corner where it'll be Stallhuth. Can he get to it and clear it? He does on the backhander all the way down. 1:32 remaining in the power play, and does Missouri State need this one right now? Ice Bears spread things out. They give it up to Kovacic. Touch pass to Brown. Back to Kovacic. Waiting for everyone to catch up. Cooley does. Now to Covey. He works it into Brown. Deflected in front behind the net. Covey with a wraparound instead to Bell. Now they give it to Anderson. He shoots. It's blocked in front. Anderson there, and it's deflected out by Bailey Marshall. Ice Bears get it stolen. Here comes Marshall. He's coming in shorthanded. 2-on-1. Marshall in front, and nobody there. Ice Bears did a good defensive play to clear the puck from Stallhuth. Now Missouri State on a delayed offside. They clear the zone. They bring it again with 40 seconds to go on the power play. The puck may have been touched by Marshall, and the officials let it go. Here come the Ice Bears across the line. Offside. Having trouble working the puck is Missouri State into the zone. The offside is called. 2:39 to go in the period. And still a 1-0 lead for Arizona. 32 seconds remaining in the power play. And off the draw. Still at the blue line, a battle for it there. Puck taken by Max Meyer, but stolen by Missouri State. To the corner, chopped at it by Decker, and enough to get it out to center. Now Barrett has some room on the right side. Barrett, he shoots, blocked in front, and then went wide. O'Brien, left side. He is not able to get past the effort of Trey Decker, and it's out to center. Power play is over. Ice Bears with the puck across the line. This will be an icing call. 2 minutes to go in the first period, and a 1-0 lead for Arizona. And Dr. Ben Goss, at this point, I really think that you can argue it's been Arizona in this period.
I would agree with that, Steve. It doesn't look like the team in red was the one that spent all night on the bus. Instead, it looks like the team in maroon and white spent a night on the bus, and right now it's not a happy bus whatsoever.
Not at all, as with 1:55 to go, the puck goes into the Arizona zone, swept away, and Bratton on the line, but he lets it go. Goes to Marshall. 3-on-2. Marshall with a connecting pass, and he can't get it in front. Wrap around and a save off the back of the net. Puck is chopped down at Arizona with possession. Here, high slot, getting it over to the left side. Now to Ben Jones. It's partially blocked. Taken away, but still sent in to Cusinelli, who swings it all the way around. Gets it over to Stallhuth. Ice Bears there to put some blockage away, but now the shot is taken and blocked. Jones got that, and Missouri State does clear it. Solnikoff out to center. Finally, Missouri State gets the tired players off the ice they needed to. And now it is Cusinelli off of his skate and back out to center. 1:05 to go in the period.
1 minute remains in the first
Puck
period.
tipped all the way
11
down,
minutes to go.
and Brown will chase it for Missouri State. He'll get it to the corner. And now the Ice Bears slow to get things advancing at center ice. We get Manny Rowe dragged down, no penalty. Now with 40 seconds to go in the period, Josh Larson sends it in. Off the boards. And it will be Derek Smith to clear it to Solnikoff. Behind the back pass, taken away. Picked up by Olnick. Shot in from the left side by Larson, deflected. Up the middle, Arizona with 20 seconds, gets it over to the right side. Here is Rowe up the middle, and nobody there, but still possession for Arizona. Larson to the near side, and the Ice Bears have it. 9 seconds. Here is Sollenbach. He's pushed out of the way. Churro clears it to the corner, flipped out to center. 2-1, and a last-ditch effort is wide, and that'll do it for the first period. Well, Missouri State ends up with 10 shots on Churro. Bailey Stevens faces 9, and that's where we are after the first period. 3 penalties, all to the Wildcats. Missouri State is 0 for 3, and right now the Wildcats are 100% on their penalty kill. They have killed off 25 shorthanded situations, going back to their home games against Arizona State, and they also had a opening league game that they were perfect on also. The only goal in the hockey game right now is the one that's been credited to Dickinson. After Dungy stole the puck, Dickinson puts it home, and that's where we stand right now, with Missouri State trailing by a score of 1-0 over the University of Arizona. Let's head down on the ice to Dr. Ben Goss with Jeremy Law.
Coach Law, frustrating first period, 3 opportunities on the power play, but nothing to show for it. Managed to stay out of the penalty box, but still on the short end of the score here, 1-0 after the first period. What's the key to the Ice Bears turning things around in the second?
Yeah, obviously we got to execute our power plays. They did a good job blocking shots, so credit to them. Good on us for staying out of the box, and only really 1 or 2 mistakes, so I thought it was a blown icing call there on their goal, but you know, it happens, so.
Any particular changes in your tactics on defense in store for the second?
No, not for defense. Offense, we just got to get pucks deep and trying to make too many moves at the blue line. So we'll make that adjustment.
Good luck in the second period, Coach.
Thank you.
After one period of play, it is a 1-0 lead for University of Arizona. We will take a break, and when we come back, hear from the B-line of Missouri State. That, of course, is Travis Barrett and Zane O'Brien. We will do that in just a moment. After 20 minutes, 1-0 Arizona.
Now playing at Mediacom Ice Park in Springfield, a new ice age. It's the Missouri State Ice Bears hockey. Now through February, exciting, hard-hitting, fast-paced collegiate hockey, Ice Bears style. Get your advance tickets at Missouri State Tix box offices or call 417-836-7678. Tickets also available at the games. There are no speed limits at Mediacom Ice Park when you see Ice Bears hockey.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Your best source for awards of any kind is always Bowles Trophy House in Springfield. Trophies, plaques, medals, gifts, ribbons, and more. You get top quality and great service at Bowles Trophy House, serving Springfield and Southwest Missouri for over 40 years. Call them at 417-869-8720.
And if you need embroidery work done, logos, digitizing, and more, come to Banners and Brainstorms in Bowles Trophy House at 601 South Kimber.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Welcome back to Mediacom Ice Park. Steve Casson now with 2/3 of the B-line. Travis Barrett and Zane O'Brien joining us. And guys, you know, normally your line is just the it line, you know, and I started out originally when your line got put together, you and of course with Jordan Bratt and Zane O'Brien and Travis Barrett, I kind of called you the Coneheads, but then I changed it to the B-line. I just thought it would just be much more easier to say, but yours has always been the go-to line, and right now there are so many lines out there that you kind of get mixed in the shuffle a little bit.
Yeah, everyone's producing, which is awesome, but yeah, it just makes us work a little harder, puts a little more pressure on, just a little more compete within the team at practice and stuff, but it's nice.
When you guys first got put together, what was it like?
Well, I mean, we all knew each other. We've all played with each other a little. And once we got put together, I mean, we were all really excited. And right away we started producing, and we just really haven't stopped since then.
Yeah, just pretty much chemistry right off the bat. Yeah, we love it.
So Zane O'Brien's kind of the more quiet, focused guy, and Travis, you're more of the energetic kind of guy,
I get
right?
into it a little bit, which is funny. I'm not really like that as much off the ice, but I don't know. I just get my zone, I guess.
Yeah, I just try to settle Bart down a little out there.
Well, speaking of zone, I mean, there have been, over the course of your guys' season, so many amazing plays, and the one that I just remember right off the bat, and Travis, I want to say, I think it was either you or might have been Jordan, a pass to Zane, and it was through at least two defenders' players' skates. Do you remember that? No, this was a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
And it went through, you guys had like a 2-on-1 break or 2-on-2 break or whatever it was, odd man rush. And I remember it started out at about the red line.
Was it here?
It was here, and the pass went through the first set of defender skates and then the second set of defender skates, and you scored. And I remember calling that thinking, it just cannot get any better than that.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think that was Jordy passed it across and it got through both skates and it ended up going in. I remember that.
Yeah, I was like,
crazy.
Yeah, it's probably it. I wasn't too sure about that one. I don't know. There's been a few though, so.
Well, it's unbelievable, and let's talk about what's unbelievable right now for the Ice Bears. It doesn't matter what line it is. It doesn't matter who you put on the line. Like tonight, Hunter Cooley is in on the top line with Josh Bell and Andrew Kovacic. It doesn't matter where guys play. This team right now is, for lack of better terms, it's cranking.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a really good feeling around here. I mean, we keep winning, and yeah, like you said, it doesn't really matter who we got up front or just playing wherever, as long as we're playing as a team.
Travis, so I want to ask you, and then I'll ask you, Zane, what is the feeling? I mean, what is different with this team since you guys have been here for 3 years? What's different?
I thought last year was a huge difference, obviously, the way we turned it around and brought it into nationals, but now this year it's just win. We're not stopping until we win a championship now. It's not any longer we're up and coming, we're a new D1 team. It's we're a strong D1 team.
So is it safe to say, and Zane, I'll ask you this question then, that this team doesn't take any teams lightly anymore? And I'm not saying you never did, but there are times when the Ice Bears as a whole used to kind of play down to certain teams. Has that attitude changed?
Yeah, I think every game we want to come out and play our best game, and especially our league. Every game's a tough game, and there's a lot of good teams in our league. So, I mean, we look to bring it every game.
Talking with Zane O'Brien and Travis Barrett, that is, on the B line, as I call them. But if you look at this hockey club and you look at what it's done, you of course are a senior, Travis, and Zane, you're a junior. So have you kind of seen the growth? Have you seen what has happened since you guys first got here?
100%. It's just been a complete turnaround, and nothing against anyone that was in charge or anyone before. It's just we've grown and we've taken the time to really see what we can be as a club, and it's always helped with the fans. We've always known we could be much bigger. Yeah. And a much powerful team, but now we're starting to see results.
I think also too, my class, we came in with like 15 freshmen, and so we've really all grown that core group over the past couple of years into a good team, and it's helping us a lot.
I'll ask this question to both of you. First time you get to see Arizona since the Nationals. What's the thought?
Revenge. Get them back.
We're ready. We're ready for it.
We thought we should have had that game too last year, so it's revenge. Basically, that's it.
I mean, for the most part, it was a good game. It was an extremely good game.
It's close till the end, too.
The only unfortunate thing that the Ice Bears had was really a goal that was disallowed, and that was kind of unfortunate. I mean, it was a goal that banked off Churro's body and into the net, and as he rolled back, he kind of tried to keep it out of the net. The official looked at it and they discussed it, and they looked at the replay 5 or 6 times, and they said no goal. And obviously you don't want to go back to a situation like that, but was that something that affected the team?
Yeah, 100%. If that were to have been allowed, I mean, it would have just been a completely different game. I'm not going to say, I honestly forgot about it a little bit, but looking at it again, that could have changed the outcome, but you can't look back.
But then at that point, it was second period, and it was still a 1-0 hockey game, and anything could have happened.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the team has been to nationals, so it's kind of the monkey off the back for at least the veterans and you and Travis and Zane. So this year, there really isn't any guesswork in it, right? You guys kind of know what you have to do.
Yep. Just win.
Yep. We know what we got to do to get there, and I think right now, the start of the season, we're off to a good start and getting back there this year.
Travis Barrett and Zane O'Brien, part of the B line, joining us on KBFL and Web Sports Radio. What was it like to sweep Central Oklahoma on the road, the first time ever?
It was awesome. That was nice. That was our first win we've ever had there, which it was really nice, and their fans were super into it, screaming at us and yelling, so it was nice to get 2 wins there. And that's 4 in a row against them too, so that was big for us.
Yeah, it is, going back to the sweep last season here at MediaCom Ice Park. So you know coming here, now we only get them for 1 game here, but you know coming here it's going to be one of those games, isn't it?
It's going to be wild.
For sure.
So what I want to do is ask you, Travis, you're a senior. Do you plan on playing another year?
Yes. I should be back next year. Or that's the plan at least right now.
So then what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm doing computers right now, but I don't know. There's such a big variety with computers. I'm just waiting to get out in the force and see what I like, dabble around a little bit.
Yeah, you mentioned to me, of course, our broadcast unit. I built that myself.
That's awesome.
I will tell you, it's roughly around $3 to $4 grand by the time it was all said and done. But
yeah, I was looking around with it with my flashlight, trying to peek at it.
Yeah, it's it actually has. I actually have a gaming board in there. So,
really?
Yeah, with the premium sound. So I wanted to make sure that was all set up.
Oh yeah.
Overclocked just a little bit, so it's running as well as it can.
Yeah.
But you built your own?
Well, in class it was a project we had to, so they supplied it, but yeah, we built it.
Okay, so no cost to you.
Yeah,
That's always
free.
a good thing.
It's free.
That's definitely a good thing. And honestly, from someone who's done it before and been in computers, I mean, you don't want to tell anybody, but once you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's just like the manual. You just got to figure out how to do it, and then once you do it once, it's usually pretty similar.
It really is.
Yeah.
So something with computers is basically what you want to do. Zane, how about you?
I'm a construction management major, so after school we'll see where that goes, if I can get a job out of that. So.
Well, of course, you have this year and one more year to go, and I'll ask you, are you going to plan on playing that 5th year?
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how classes go and where I fall at after my 4th year, so we'll see.
There you go. Too bad you couldn't take additional actually, too bad you couldn't just take 1 or 2 classes and still be eligible.
Yeah,
because,
I know.
Construction guys, they work at 6 in the morning, get off at 2, you're good to go.
Exactly. I would be ready for it.
Travis, let's ask real quickly, family members, brothers, sisters?
I got a sister who is currently in her 2nd year teaching back in St. Charles, Missouri, and parents, usually they'll be down here this weekend, and they're just living their lives back at home. Yep.
Always see them. Zane, how about you?
Yeah, I'm the middle child. I have an older brother, Zach, and then a younger brother, Zeph. So they both live in St. Louis.
They play hockey at all?
We all 3 played hockey growing up, and one of them still coaches, and the other just still loves hockey but doesn't play.
The question is, who was better?
That's a tough question. I'd say we all have good skills on the ice. I don't want to say who's the best one.
There you go. Any repercussions? You don't want any repercussions after. I get it. Then I will put you on the spot and say right now, if you could pick an MVP of this hockey club, who would it be?
Oh man, I'll let you go first.
Zane, who do you think?
It's tough. I mean, Bailey's had some really good games so far that's kept us in. Josh Bell's had a good season so far. He's been one of our big players for us, and I don't know, anybody really. Like our line and the first line, I mean, we're all good players and have been producing, so.
Travis?
Yeah, I'd say, he probably nailed it. Bailey's had games, even Covey and Beller too. I'm looking to pick it up a little more here and see what I can get going. But
yeah, I mentioned that to you. You've really not had a goal since September 8th. I don't want to bring it up, but you know, it's been.
Oh, I know.
It's been tough for you.
Yeah, but a huge part of that is can't let it get to you. Just got to keep playing. You know they'll come. So.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the dry spell for you, Zane, it's been 3 games too. So. Yeah. Is it something where this line, once you guys get hot and get started, it'll start rolling?
That's the nice part. We never really get down. It's always just, I mean, I'll get frustrated on the bench or whatever, but not with them. It'll just, once they start coming, they come, and they don't usually stop.
All right, Zane O'Brien and Travis Barrett, you just heard from. Guys, thanks so much for joining us, and like I tell everybody, I wish you more goals.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back. More hockey coming up on KBFL and on Web Sports Radio.
Now playing at Mediacom Ice Park in Springfield, a new ice age. It's the Missouri State Ice Bears hockey. Now through February, exciting, hard-hitting, fast-paced collegiate hockey, Ice Bears style. Get your advance tickets at Missouri State Tix box offices or call 417-836-7678. Tickets also available at the games. There are no speed limits at Mediacom Ice Park when you see Ice Bears hockey.
Back at Mediacom Ice Park, Steve Casson along with Alex Somm, and between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss. Still waiting for both teams to get onto the ice. Little extra time here. Somebody won the shootout apparently, so they're waiting on that. And then it took them a while to get the rink set up. Officials have made their way onto the ice. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard thanks to Dan Dow. And around the ACHA, Arkansas has a 2-1 lead over Arizona State. That's through one period. And early in the second period, Minot has a 2-1 lead over Jamestown. Now, they're going to play 3 games this weekend. They'll have home and home and a third game. That's the one thing about Jamestown is they play Minot because they're about an hour away from each other many times this season. That also helps them with their rankings. It'll give us a chance actually to take a look at standings. If you look at the WCHL, Oklahoma leads the Western Collegiate Hockey League. They have 3 wins, 8 points. Missouri State, now they have 5 points because one of those wins was an overtime win. So in 3 games, they're 2-1. Central Oklahoma, not used to being in third spot. They're 1-2, but they do have 5 points. Arizona, as I mentioned, they're tied for, well, 4th actually. I think I said 5th early on. And Arizona State, Arizona, Colorado, and Colorado State have not played league games yet. This is the first league game for Arizona. And then Arkansas right now 0-3 in the WCHL. It's loud here at Mediacom Ice Park as both teams have made their way onto the ice. Well, I take that back, just Missouri State. Arizona has not. Now after tonight's game, the teams switch. Arizona will be at Arkansas for a pair of games, and Arizona State will come in here to Mediacom Ice Park for a pair of games against Missouri State. The only goal of the game right now, this is the only one that's held up, and it was Dickinson's goal. Dungy with the assist, and it's a 1-0 lead as we head into period number 2. Missouri State skating from the right to the left, Arizona from the left to the right, that is, for the rest of this period. Josh Bell will come in to take the draw from Anthony Cusinelli. No, that's Bailey Marshall, actually. And right off the draw, the Ice Bears get it. They swing it into Anderson and shoots it in wide. Now the puck goes over Anderson's stick, and it's cleared out to center ice. It was actually Kovacic's stick, and Bell will have possession to Anderson. Now to Kovacic, back to Bell. Across the line, broken up by Arizona. Lead pass, breaking free, left side, and a drive in by Cusinelli and a save by Stevens. Puck up the middle, another snapshot that's blocked in front. Ice Bears have it to Kovacic. They clear it out to center. Now to Cooley. Left side to the right side to Kovacic. Now in front, and shooting it wide was Bell. Ice Bears with some great pressure here in the second period. Puck taken away. It's moved out to center ice and across the line. Right side. Here is Stallhuth right down the middle. Covered up and held on to by Bailey Stevens. 19:04 to go in the period. And some great end-to-end action. Dr. Ben Goss, pretty ruckus down there between the glass.
Well, Steve, one thing's for sure, the Ice Bears are going to have to find another gear in order to get in the zone and stay there. As we mentioned early in the first period, the Arizona Wildcats were able to push them back further when they were on the attack. So speed that they're famous for, and find that 5th gear to get by the Wildcats and get some good shots on goal.
18:50. Puck is cleared out to center and back down Missouri State zone where is not hit the netting. 18:05 to go. And a bouncer where it's Solnikov with it. Work around, and it will, with his second of the season, the assist will go to Bailey Marshall. And it is 2-0 in favor of Arizona. And again, folks, we apologize for the internet issues. It's not our issue at this point. It is the arena. And I will have to figure out why that is and what's happening with that. 2 lead. Here's Smith. He clears it to the corner, and it gets deflected up and out. We'll have a face-off at center ice. $14:02 to go in the period. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. It is the arena. There's an issue going on. Hopefully we can get that straightened out somehow. Puck is cleared out to center ice. Not doubt tonight, though. Here's Solnikov, left side. Solnikov breaks free, and he misses wide. It'll go to the corner. Taken away by Keelan Olnick. Far side, and it's out to center and all the way down. 13:30 to go in the period. Line change for Arizona. They get the puck up into their own zone. This should not be an icing. Move to the near side. Now flip to the corner to Anderson. He puts it in and delayed offside. Missouri State will clear the zone. 13:10 to go in the period. And a 2-0 lead for Arizona. Goals by Dickinson, his second, and Cusinelli, his second of the season. And it's 2-0 in favor of the number 16 Arizona. Solnikov has it, but it's flipped back down into the zone. Stevens is there, moves it to the near side boards. Flipped up and out, and taken now by Davis. Missouri State with a 3-on-2, now a 3-on-3. Davis over to Thornton. He shoots, it misses wide. Anderson, he shoots off the boards, and it's deflected. Now to the far side, off of Chris Brown and out to center. Delayed offside, Missouri State to line change. Now all the way down, this should be an icing call. No, it's waved off. So it comes to the corner. Stolen up the middle. Cooley blocks it. Rebound comes right through, and Cooley gets a skate on it. It's up the middle. Bell is there. Kovacic spins around, gets it over to Bell, who helps it out to center, and Cooley will chase it in. Cooley gets a shot off. Blocker saved by Churro. Near side. Now up the middle. Here is a shot that's partially blocked. Schumacher with a shot that's also blocked. Same guy, Devin Langolier, doing it. Now breaking in front. He shoots, save, rebound. That he was Stallhuth, and a big save by Stevens. And bodies flying all over the place. We come out to center. That's as far as we go. And now the puck in as Stevens will flip it up out of harm's way and out to center ice. Line change for Arizona. That should have been too many men. The officials call it, or the players calling for it, and nothing happens. The officials just let it go. 11:20 to go in the period. Puck at center. Now to Barrett with the B line on. Barrett gets hit up high. Moved into the corner by Rowe. Now with 11:06 to go in the period. Puck is cleared out to center. Across the line into the Missouri State zone. Chasing it is Larson, but this time we do get an icing with 11 minutes to go in the period. And between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, we've gotten just a little bit more end-to-end going on here in the last few moments, Steve, but that is definitely the kind of pace that would favor the Ice Bears. Unfortunately, it has not come in very long stretches or in very many stretches for them this evening, and Arizona holds a 2-0 lead with 11 minutes left here in the second period of play.
Penalty has been assessed to the Ice Bears' Travis Barrett. So it is the first power play opportunity for the Wildcats. Missouri State on the penalty kill this season, 89.6%. They've allowed 5 for 48, and they need to kill this one. Arizona working it up high. Now here's Cusinelli. He comes down the middle, gives it over to Marshall. He shoots, glove save, Stevens. He'll hold on. 1:39 to go in the period. And hopefully, folks, you're able to see that second goal by Cusinelli. You know, we've had some internet issues. It's been kind of an ongoing thing for the past few games here at Mediacom Ice Park for some strange reason. Nothing we do, but the internet just has a hiccup. Hopefully it's all taken care of. Now down the middle, left side, right side, and as Cusinelli sends it over to Marshall, it's partially deflected and held on to by Bailey Stevens. 10:28 remaining here in the second period. Coming up at the second period intermission, we'll have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats and Chad Berman. Power play for Marshall. Gets it over to the left side. That's Cusinelli. He's looking up high. Instead to the right side to Marshall. To the left side. Still working the puck. They still have it. It's up the middle, blocked by an Ice Bear. That is Saunders, and he's going to maybe race to the bench. He is. That one is a stinger. So the Ice Bears get a new one out. That is Thornton, and the puck is deflected away from Marshall offside. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Thanks to Dan Dow. Minot State and Jamestown tied up at 2 late in the second. And Adrian and Rochester College no score through one period of play. Now with 48 seconds remaining, here comes Arizona. Armstrong lets it go to Joey Trapp. Now make that 26, that's Dungy. He gets the shot off from the left side. Drop to the corner to Larson. Now they work it again. Dungy instead gets it up the middle to Rowe. Now right side. Here is a shot in. Save Stevens. Rebound, score. It was put in by Langelier, and it is 3-0. This one is a power play goal. And Missouri State cannot stop the power play prowess of Arizona. They have a 3-0 lead. This one set up nicely on the power play. Just a high slot shot, rebound and in. And Missouri State trails. We'll get the call in a second.
Arizona power play goal is scored by number 6, Joshua Larson, assisted by number 20, Manny Rowe. For the Wildcats, Larson from Rowe. Time of the power play goal, 10:37.
We're going to have to take a look at that one again. I don't believe that was him. Meanwhile, the puck is cleared all the way down into the Missouri State zone. Schumacher's there. Kovacic will wait and give it over to Schumacher. The Ice Bears out of their own zone to Cooley. They'll work it across the line to Bell, into the zone. Cooley will chase. 3-0, and we are halfway through this hockey game. Favor of Arizona. They may end up changing that last goal. Next stoppage of play, we'll see if we can take a look at it and see just exactly who gets credit for that, because I believe it was. Well, they do have it right. So it was Larson's goal. And that's his second of the season. And the assist will go to Rowe. Here come the Ice Bears, and a save by Churro on Thornton's attempt. We come the other way, left to right. Across the line, offside. 7:47 remaining. Let's take a look at that goal. And there it is. It is Larson tipping it in. Both Larson and Langolier were there, but it definitely was Larson on that goal. .47 remaining in the period, and a 3-0 lead. If you're a Missouri State fan, you hope they get one at least. Maybe two in this period. Bouncing puck. Ice Bears with it to O'Brien. This is going to be an icing call. Between the glass with Dr. Ben Goss.
Unfortunately, Steve, I'm sad to report that Hunter Saunders just left the Ice Bears bench and skated across to the tunnel, and he's back in the treatment area. He was still doubled over. I'm not sure exactly what was wrong. Hopefully not anything like a pulled groin, but at first I thought it was just something that he had gotten hit in a precarious particular area and might be able to shake it off, but apparently that is not the case, and he's in the Ice Bears dressing room now getting treatment.
Yeah, I think it was when he blocked the shot, and I thought maybe it was his wrist, but it may be a middle body injury possibly. But meanwhile, it is Arizona into the zone. Bailey Marshall to the corner, sends it around to Cusinelli to the near side, and kicking it off the boards to Stallhuth. This is a potent line for Arizona. It's cleared out, and Anderson gets dumped, penalty. So Missouri State draws a penalty, and Bailey Marshall will go, and is this a great opportunity for Missouri State? Marshall, one of their better players on the power play, and one of their better players scoring-wise. 5 goals, 4 assists this season. 4 penalties, 8 minutes, and this is power play number 4. And what a great time for Missouri State to get one, but immediately off the draw it's cleared and sent all the way down. So checking from behind is the call. And here is Bell. Has some room up the middle across the bear head. Somebody lost their stick. That is Stallhuth. But it's cleared. As stepping in front to clear it was Westland, and it's all the way down. So Missouri State will start up. 0 for 25 our opponents. 100% on the penalty kill for Arizona. Here's Brown across the line into the zone. He shoots. It's wide. Anderson, right side. Down to Cooley. Kicks it back to Anderson. They crisscross. Ice Bears change up 1. Here's Bell. 1:08 to go on the power play. Left side. Now they work it to the right side. To Bell. In low. Here's O'Brien. It's blocked into the corner. Anderson. Crisscross again. Anderson instead with a shot. It's blocked into the corner. Anderson again. Flipped up off the boards and out to center ice. Great penalty killing for Arizona. And when we talk to Chad Berman coming up at the second period intermission, he will talk to you about where he got his penalty killing prowess from. Now here come the Ice Bears again. A drive in that's blocked as Jordan Bratton, with 2 goals and 4 assists this season, got it. That opportunity, that is. Now to O'Brien. Once again to Schumacher. Left side. Right side again. Drive in. Score! It was tipped in. And it's O'Brien. It is a power play goal. O'Brien gets it. And Missouri State has come within 2. It's now 3-1. You could see that one kind of developing, and O'Brien will get the tip in. It starts over from the left side, and then on the right side pass from Schumacher to the corner, it's O'Brien, and Missouri State is now back within 2 on the power play.
Ice Bears power play goal is scored by number 15, Zane O'Brien. Assisted by number 9, Jordan Bratton. Number 81, Brian Schumacher. For the Ice Bears, the power play goal, O'Brien from Bratton and Schumacher. Time of the power play goal, 14:48.
Meanwhile, Bailey Stevens had to make a big save, and because the defenseman dropped in low, the faceoff will come outside. It's 3-1 now.
All right, Ice Bears fans, can you taste that great Andy's frozen custard?
And the puck is at the line and sent down into the Missouri State zone. Working it is Stallhuth. Ice Bears have it, but then we get a shot by Marshall that's deflected. It comes up the middle and cleared to the line. Held in, a drive that's partially blocked as that one came from Ben Jones. Now to the far side, we're going to get a penalty. It goes against Missouri State. Chris Brown for interference, and Missouri State back on the the penalty kill. Power play for the Wildcats. This is number 2. So Chris Brown will go. Let's go between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Going back to the goal, Steve, that was scored, give lots of credit to Brian Schumacher. He made a bullet of a rip on goal that definitely had to distract Anthony Churro and set up the tip, but that was from the far right corner. It was in like a laser, and the Ice Bears were able to break the ice and cut the deficit down to 2, 3-1 with 14 left in the second period.
Time for a false downs penalty.
So another penalty kill for Missouri State. And there's 1:38 remaining in the power play for Arizona. Sent around by Langelar. It comes up the middle. Looking forward is Rowe. Instead, he goes to the left side. Now Rowe to the left side again with a shot wide. That one by Dungy, and it circles all the way around the boards and sent all the way down. Working it in the Missouri State zone. Langelier, he is checked up hard by the Ice Bears' Carson Warnig. Taken away but not cleared. Rowe over to Langelier. Now to Rowe, has some room. He shoots, it's blocked. Shane Thornton doesn't know where it is, and it is Sollenbach who does get it to Thornton, and it's cleared out to center. And Thornton clears it, but into the bench. That's the scorer's bench. Face-off will stay from the point of the shot, which was apparently, they're going to say, inside the zone. And the nearest face-off dot, that will be to the left of Bailey Stevens. .3:13 to go in the period. Off the draw, it's won by Arizona. Ben Jones to Marshall. Back to Jones, Marshall, and Jones play catch. Left side, working it now, and trying to get a shot off was Dungy. It's deflected up and stays in play. 32 seconds remaining in the power play. Shots are 19-16 in favor of Arizona. 2:56 to go. Power play has 24 seconds. Sent to the corner by Westland. A shot up high, sails wide. That one by Jones. It's behind the net. Still battle for it to dig it out. Johansson clears it to the corner. Nothing doing. It's up the middle. Here's Jones. Power play with 6. Now Marshall. He shoots. Saves Stevens through a lot of traffic. Bailey Marshall with a great shot, and Stevens holds on. 3 seconds to go on the power play.
Come enjoy great food downtown. Proud to sponsor Missouri State Ice Bears. It's Civil Kitchen and Tap. Also a reminder that Rob's Portable Buildings creates the most beautiful and well.
2:30 remaining in the period. Off the draw, Bell cannot win it, but the Ice Bears do control it. Bell can't clear it. Power play's over. Puck comes in, a shot, and Stevens is able to deflect it as Dungy got it up, and Stevens is able to deflect it up and out of play. 2:21 to go in the period. 3-1 in favor of Arizona. Dickinson back in the first period at 8:52, his second. Cusinelli in the second at 5:27, his second. At 10:37, Larson on the power play, his second. And then at 14:48 on the power play, O'Brien, his fourth. And that's where we stand right now, 3-1 with 2:11 to go. Now you wonder, if you're an Ice Bear fan, if Missouri State gets this next goal, they're back into it. Here is Brown. He shoots on a save. Rebound missed just wide. Backhander in front, shot save. Rebound again to the corner, up the middle, and it's moved away. And here comes Arizona. They have a lead opportunity into Dickinson, and it's blocked by Kovacic. Ice Bears. Maybe, do they have a radio where they're listening to the broadcast? Here comes Bell. Now to Cooley. Cross ice in front. Drive. And a save. And where did it go? It's underneath the goaltender. Churro holds on as the drive by Bell is held onto by their sophomore goaltender. Between the glass, Dr. Van Goss.
Steve, somehow Churro was able to trap that one under his left skate. I'm not exactly sure how the puck wound up there, and I don't think he knows either, but that's where it wound up, and that's how it got stopped.
Meanwhile, Arizona races in. Stevens is there, but chasing it down is Cusinelli. It goes behind the net. Cusinelli up in front. He shoots. It's blocked. Garrick Smith with a great block, and that was Marshall, not Cusinelli. Puck is kicked out to center, and now we're going to get a penalty. We're going to get Barrett pulled down, and a penalty will go to Cusinelli. So the Ice Bears will go on the power play. Cusinelli doesn't realize it. He's going to the bench. He doesn't realize he's getting a penalty. Five penalties, 10 minutes. And this is power play number 5 for Missouri State. And boy, do they need to make good on this power play now. They really do. Now, barring any further penalties, this power play will carry over into the third period. Puck swung all the way around the boards and off and out. Racing back is Schumacher. He lost it in front. Shot save, Stevens! As Stahlhuth got the shot in front on a bouncing puck that got away from Schumacher, and Stevens saves the bid for the second shorthanded goal possibility for Arizona this season. Now it's Johansson. Power play has 1:33, but the game clock is what takes precedence right now. Here is Barrett, left side. He races through everybody, gets as far as the line, but it stays in. Here's Bratton, tried to get it over to Barrett, deflected away, and it is helped out and cleared all the way down. 32 seconds remains as Stevens has a little trouble with Schumacher, but the Ice Bears get it out. 24 seconds to go. Here is Johansson, gets it up the middle. It is partially blocked and now finally cleared. 15 seconds. So the one thing Missouri State has done is made the penalty kill for Arizona imperfect. But in this period, though, as we still have 3 seconds, and that should do it, but we're going to get a penalty. And it's going to be a slashing call. And it's going to go against Missouri State. So slashing will be announced. The power play is done. We'll skate 4-on-4 going into the third period. With that slashing call assessed to the Ice Bears. And with Missouri State, what would have been a very good opportunity in the third has now been thwarted with the penalty that will be assessed. But let's head down to center ice with Dr. Van Goss and Jeremy Law.
Coach Law, you were able to finally put a scratch in the power play defense of the Wildcats, but the deficit's still at 3-1. What do you plan to do here in the third period to turn things around?
We need to be better. We were very sloppy that period. discipline, couple bad penalties. We just got to get pucks deep and get back to work. We look gassed. I don't know. No excuses, but we got to pull our heads up here.
Good luck in the third, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, that's saying it nicely. And, really, that's what the Ice Bears have to do, is they have to play things smart, and they did not do it, as Johansson gets called for tripping. And so there will be about 42 seconds of 4-on-4 play as we head into the third period, and then it will be a short more than a short power play, but a very decent power play for Arizona. Goals in the second period. At 5:27, it is Anthony Cusinelli, and Cusinelli, with the assist going to Marshall, makes it a 2-0 game. Then Larson gets a goal. This one on the power play, his second. Rowe with the assist, and it is a 3-0 lead. By the way, that is, Cusinelli got his second, as did Larson. But the Ice Bears come back, and they get a power play goal. This one tipped in by O'Brien off the shot from Bratton, and that's where we stand right now with a 3-1 game after 2 periods of play. We'll get ready to start the third period coming up in a moment. We'll take a break and talk with the head coach of Arizona and Chad Berman in just a moment. After 40 minutes of play, it's 3-1 Arizona.
Now playing at Mediacom Ice Park in Springfield, a new ice age. It's the Missouri State Ice Bears hockey. Now through February, exciting, hard-hitting, fast-paced collegiate hockey, Ice Bears style. Get your advance tickets at Missouri State Tix box offices or call 417-836-7678. Tickets also available at the games. There are no speed limits at Mediacom Ice Park when you see Ice Bears hockey.
Back at Mediacom Ice Park, Steve Casson along now with the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats and Chad Berman. And Chad, the last time we talked was in Columbus at the Nationals, and you know what happened, and Missouri State fans know what happened. And for the most part, that was a very, very close game. One controversial scenario that I know that a lot of people are going to be talking about. And was that a goal that banked off of your goaltender Churro and into the net? You could assume it was, but as you look at the replay and the officials looked at it, did Anthony do whatever he could do to keep the puck out of the net? Again, you can assume, but officials' jobs are not to assume. They are to make sure that they know that it really did happen. And, I think as far as Missouri State's case, that really turned the tides of that game. It was a close game and 1-0 contest at that time.
Yeah, I thought you guys had some really good push for an extended time there. And, for Anthony Churro, our goaltender at the time, our freshman goaltender, we put him in because we had confidence in him. We played him over a senior. That's not an easy decision to make. But I did it because that kid's a gamer. And, when you guys were making the big push, he stood tall. So I felt like he was the difference for us in that game. But it was a great game. I thought we both represented the conference very well. And, I got to believe that's the beginning of a nice rivalry here between us. We're both two teams, I think, that are on the rise.
And nothing's changed. Yep. Missouri State's still 17. You're still 16, at least in the preseason right now. So
I think, congratulations to you guys in the start. You guys should be higher, to be honest with you, based on how you've started, I think. But I think we're a little lazy. The coach is a little lazy in the polls. You pretty much copy and paste on how you end. And it's unfortunate. So to my question is, why are we doing it then? So, you guys are off to a good start. Hats off to you guys.
Well, and I know because obviously I was there at the meetings in Naples, and one of the arguments was that, they needed the computer to have more time to get an algorithm set up. Okay, I get it. That's fine. But if coaches want that time, they should put the effort into it. I'm not saying all don't.
Yep.
But
too many don't, though.
It almost leads to deduce if everything's the same since the initial preseason poll, then something's happening.
Yeah, and look at Minot State. but first and foremost, very good hockey team. One of my favorite coaches to go against in the league. He's a great coach there in Wade Regier. But, you know, they had a stumble off the block and lost to Colorado, and then they lost to CSU, and, you know, that should be enough to drop them, and they stuck the same. I mean, I think at the end they're going to be a top 5 team, no question, but it just goes to show you it doesn't mean a lot right now.
Well, and the last point on this is it'll all even out once the computer starts to get going. And, you know, the one thing, though, that I have to say that was nice about certain teams in the WCHL is they all pretty much started in the top 20, where Missouri State started at 31 and had to make a push all the way down to the entire season. That's just like telling a guy to just start running and we'll catch up to you. And, you know, they run out of gas before the end of the season, but the Ice Bears were able to do that.
Yep.
Much better advantage, and I think for a lot of teams, especially in the WCHL, to stay in that top 20, you don't have as far to go.
Yeah, it definitely matters. I mean, you know, especially against who you're playing, those rankings matter because those wins mean more home and away. But, you know, like I tell my guys, we focus on what we can control. You know, we're coming in here off a long bus ride, and, you know, what we control is how we start this game, and we certainly want to keep it close to start here and get our legs underneath us. Speaking
of starting, Bailey Marshall, I know it's only 3 games, but he's been on fire. 5 goals, 4 assists for you.
Yeah, he's a heck of a hockey player. We knew he transferred from UCO. He's one of their top players there. You know, obviously we were excited when we got him. We haven't really had a 1-2 punch since I've been here, so it's nice to have that. You know, I knew he was a great player. But what I can tell you has been the greatest surprise is his work ethic is off the charts. He's a leader immediately. A fantastic kid. Him and his brother, we're really excited to add them. Great kids, great hockey players. You know, that's the stuff where, you know, we knew we had a talented player, but we didn't know the character and makeup, how that would fit. And I couldn't be more complimentary of Bailey Marshall. The kid just does everything right.
And another guy who's kind of been a thorn in our side, Ethan, that is, Stallhuth. You know, I don't want to single out players because everybody in your team, obviously, they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
But I'm just singling out guys that, well, basically, Missouri State has to watch out for.
Yeah, you know, Ethan's a kid. He's an easy player to make an example of in our program. You know, I talked to a couple coaches when he was looking at coming to play for us, and he came last minute, end of summer before his freshman year. And the MO was people weren't sure about his work ethic. And I passed it on to him and kind of passed it as a challenge. And the strides he's made over the last 2 summers, he's an easy kid to make an example of when you put the work in, what you're going to get. I've been very impressed with his work ethic, you know, and anytime you're building a program, Jeremy knows this too, you've got to start with your culture and your character in your room. Otherwise, the talent means nothing. And so we're happy to say that to add a kid of his talent with his shot, and the kid who puts in the work every summer. He's trimmed down, he's done what he needs to do, and he's got to be the happiest kid in the ACHA right now, playing next to Cusinelli and Bailey Marshall. It's not a bad fit, and he's a great compliment to both of them as well.
No, that's a great line when you look at it. At this point, Chad Berman joining us, head coach of Arizona. You bust it. First time you've done that. How, when I say difficult, obviously you get a chance. There are some teams close to you, but in the WCHL, how difficult is travel on your hockey club?
Yeah, it's very difficult. You know, it's no secret that I'm hoping to add Grand Canyon and NAU out there and maybe split the conference a little and reduce some travel. I mean, I know we all play the same teams, but at least you guys get to go to Oklahoma here and a couple in UCO. You know, we've got ASU, and that's about it. So we've got to make the long haul to get here for you in Arkansas. On Thursday, we fly out to Colorado. Then we're taking a well-needed weekend off, and then after that, we got a bus back out here to Oklahoma. So we're going to log some miles this month for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. And, you know, if your record reflects it, then we know that this team is a team that can handle this type of travel.
Yeah, and we're always focusing on what we can control. There's a lot of positive in that. To me, I like bringing we got 12, 13 new guys. It's a good opportunity to blend everybody, forces everyone to kind of interact and mingle, and we do different things on the road as far as our meetings post-game that have nothing to do with hockey, and it's all about building a team and bringing everyone together. And on the flip side of that, the way we're selling it to our group is if we can come on the road here in October and have some success, we're a team that we think can contend for a conference championship. I think you guys can definitely compete for a conference championship. Colorado, UCO, it's pretty wide open, but if we can have some success on this road trip, then those guys got to come back to us down the stretch, and we control our destiny at home. So I like that opportunity, but We haven't practiced as much or been on the ice as much as most teams in the ACHA. We're a little behind schedule, so we're still getting our systems and legs underneath us in that regard. But, this is always a tough building to play in my opinion, one of the toughest in the ACHA. It's always a good atmosphere. You guys play well at home. And obviously I'm very excited about what Jeremy's doing with the program here, because I want to see our conference do well. I want to see us close the gap on the rest of the country there, and I think we're well on our way.
Chad Berman, head coach of the Arizona Wildcats. Chad, you touched on it now, and there are some teams starting to materialize in Arizona. I mean, one of the biggest things is you have a AHL team, I believe, and then also you have the Coyotes, which are finally staying put. There is hockey in the desert, so to speak, starting to develop, and I think a lot of players, especially some from Southern California, are trying to infiltrate in that area. But I look down your roster, and you've got guys from all over the place.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I took this job when I was at RMU, Illinois, and our recruiting was mainly in the Midwest. We tried to target Minnesota, Michigan. I shouldn't even say Minnesota. It's hard to get those kids to leave the state. They don't believe hockey exists beyond their borders, right? But it was really Midwest. And when I took this job, I realized quickly I'd better get to know all the Canadian leagues and the Eastern leagues and the USPHL and CCHL, BCHL. And so it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I shouldn't even call it work. If you want to win, you get excited about adding more talent and more character. So, there's really no boundaries on where we recruit. We're all over North America. We're looking for hard-working kids with great work ethics that want to represent the community and want to be a part of something special.
Goaltending, we've already talked about Anthony Churro, and I'm going to let you pronounce it. Your goaltender, Nolan. What's his last name?
Nolan Bivelsick.
Bivelsick.
Yep.
He's played for you too, and obviously having a good backstop is going to be a strong suit of a hockey club, and you have that right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's a kid who stayed patient. It was a tough situation for him last year. We had a senior goaltender who'd been around and done a lot of good things in Austin Wilson, and so he kind of was stuck in that number 3 role, and he's not a number 3 by any means. He's a very good goaltender, but he had a good attitude. The kid's a hard worker, and so we're very excited to get him more opportunity because of what he can do. I mean, he's 6'2" and very athletic. Like I said, a really hard-working kid. He's a great locker room guy. I feel very confident that either one of our guys in the back end, if we go to March and had to go in the net, I feel very confident either one of them can help win the game for us.
When you look at the hockey season and where you have to go and what you do, what are some of the things that maybe when I say you want to improve on, I don't necessarily mean things on the ice. I mean whether it's team building or things that you kind of, as your personal goals, want to make sure that is when the end of the season's done, that you've done everything that you've set out to do that season.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of deliberate practice, meaning we like to layer things on week to week. So, like I said, we're a little behind in that regard. We're still fine-tuning our forecheck and some of our systems. We put a lot of work into our neutral zone this week because we weren't happy with it against ASU. We got to be more disciplined. Last Saturday, we're 12 for 12 on the PK, which is obviously it's a good sign that our PK is off to a good start. But I don't believe that we're going to have a chance if we give up 12 power plays to Missouri State tonight. That's not going to hack it. So we got practice in other ways, and we were able to survive it with winning. It's always good to learn lessons when you win, but we'd like to say the discipline needs to improve. And I don't think we're an undisciplined group. I just think we got a little lazy with our sticks. So want to improve in that area. We want to get tighter in our systems, our structure, and like to keep shifts rolling. We're a 4-line deep kind of club. Obviously, we have that top line that we're excited about, but in this league with 3-game weekends, you better roll 4 lines, and you better be able to sustain pressure. So we got 2 against Arkansas after this. So as you guys do too, with ASU coming in for your Pink the Rink game, and it's just kind of the way it works in this league. You better have depth.
Well, I'm not going to say that you've allowed no power play goals in 22 opportunities, so you're 100% on the penalty kill right now. I don't want to jinx that right now.
Yeah, sure you don't. I'd be lying if I already sent a text to my mentor, Chico Adradas from RMU, Illinois, who just retired as of last week, and just said, hey, your PK saved the day. I mean, I couldn't tell you how grateful I am to work under that guy. He's just an unbelievable coach, an unbelievable communicator. I was incredibly fortunate to I was able to pick up a PK from him, which was one of his strengths as far as systems go. And I definitely sent him a text after that and said, 12 for 12 in the PK, can't thank you enough. And he sent me 12 penalties, and I'm like, okay, I understand. I got that part too.
Chad Berman joining us, head coach of University of Arizona Wildcats. Chad, I want to say good luck for the rest of the season, except for tonight's game.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Best of luck to you guys. I'm sure we're gonna be battling this down to the wire.
Oh, sure. We'll be meeting this year in Texas.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, I hope we can beat up on a different conference. We don't have to until
for sure,
later.
Not against each other.
Yeah.
I agree. Chad Berman, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll take a break. Be back. More hockey coming up on KBFL and on Web Sports Radio.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
We're back at MediaCom Ice Park. Steve Casson along with Alex Somm, and it is rocking and rolling here at MediaCom Ice Park. Dr. Ben Goss is between the glass, and we are almost ready for period number 3. Missouri State skating from the left to the right, and Arizona from the right to the left. The penalty to Johansson is up on the board, so now it will be 4-on-4 for another 36 seconds, and barring any further penalties, a short power play for Arizona. And they work the puck in their own zone, do the Wildcats. Langelar had trouble with it. Puck hits the official, stays in the zone, and Missouri State killing this 4-on-4. Either that or Arizona is just waiting to get power play possession, and I think that's what they're doing. They're just going to stay back, let everything click off, and then they're going to work the power play. So the Ice Bears will set it up. Now it's moved with a power play for 1:15. This will be power play number 3 for the Wildcats. Immediately sent all the way down to the Wildcats' end of the ice. 19:03 to go in the period. Here's Ben Jones. Sends it all the way around. Near side. It'll go to the Ice Bears' Derek Smith. He gets pushed, gets it to the half boards and out to center as it's helped by Spencer Sollenbach all the way down. 37 seconds left in the short-handed situation. Here's a shot in. It's partially blocked by Derek Smith. Goes wide of the net. Bailey Marshall down in low. Marshall gets a return pass. Up high slot to Ben Jones. Back to Marshall. Cross ice to Cusinelli. Once again from Jones to Cusinelli to Jones. He shoots. It's blocked in front by another Ice Bear. And this one is cleared. This one's Derek Smith to do the blocking. And Missouri State will change. Barrett is in there to run some rough shot, and that's the completion for Missouri State. Power play has expired. Bratton with the forecheck. Now spinning around with it is Olnick, and it is cleared out to center. The Ice Bears will set it up again. They give it to Barrett across the line, left side, drive, save as it went off the pad of Churro. And let's go between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, on that penalty kill-off, it looked like a rerun of what happened to Hunter Saunders in terms of what happened to Derek Smith. I believe he caught a puck in the ribs as he attempted to stop that off the stick of the Arizona Wildcats, and he went and doubled over to the bench. Hopefully he's not in bad shape, as Hunter Saunders appeared to be when he came off the ice in the second period.
Decker had it momentarily, got it over to Armstrong, who gets a drive in and gets deflected up and out of play. Our next broadcast right here on Web Sports Radio will be tomorrow as Arizona State comes into town. And also, speaking of Arizona State, there is going to be a great showcase coming up. It's the Women's Collegiate Hockey Showcase, October 25th through the 27th, and we hope you'll join us. We will have the broadcast for you right here on Web Sports Radio. Arizona State with Concordia Ann Arbor, McKendree, Aquinas comes in. It's going to be a fun women's ACHA Division I showcase. So we hope that you'll join us for those games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, October 25th, 26th, and 27th. Meanwhile, Arizona with some pressure now. Puck gets deflected in front and cleared by the Ice Bears. They lead Barrett. He'll have it right side. Barrett swings it to the corner. He has nobody there to help. Trying to keep it in while he gets some help. Barrett holds on to a man. Saunders avoids a check. A bouncing puck that Decker finally clears out to center, and it'll go to Olnick. Down the middle, now breaking free in front. We're going to get a penalty as getting shot as Armstrong, but it's a hooking call, and the Ice Bears will be shorthanded once again. This one is assessed to Brown on the hook. Power play number 4. So what is kind of gone from bad to worse for Missouri State is starting to pile up. Face-off in the Ice Bears zone. To the corner. Missouri State cannot clear it. Comes up the middle. Cusinelli with a drive, and he missed wide. Gets over to Marshall. Bailey gets it over the right side to Jones. Now back to Marshall, right side. He shoots. It's blocked. Goes with 1:40 remaining. 3-1 Arizona. Ben Jones. Marshall sends it up the middle, and it was wide by Cusinelli. At the Arizona, or the Missouri State line, that is. Arizona with some good forechecking pressure. 15:53, pucks in all the way down, no icing on the penalty kill. Ice Bears get the tired penalty killers off. 15:46 to go in the period. Here is Ben Jones. Missouri State this season 7-1-1. They have played 3 straight as getting an opportunity in front right along the side of the net. Having to make Bailey Stevens make that save. That was Cusinelli. But the Ice Bears have had 3 straight overtime games. Hopefully they can push to another. Between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Chris Brown was really frustrated as he made his way off the ice into the penalty box, but no doubt about it, he had to make that hooking call because Arizona was on a breakaway and then on point-blank range on goalie Bailey Stevens.
46 seconds remaining in that power play. Rowe gets it over to the corner now, working at his Langolier. He's behind the net. Gets some help from Wade. That's Kyle Wade. Up the middle again as it goes to Rowe. Crisscross pass, drive in, it's blocked, and as Langolier tried the second shot, he'll pick up the rebound. Gets it to Rowe. He shoots, save Stevens, and he holds on. Power play is 22 seconds left, and Rowe gets the shot. Looking for his first goal of the season, the Phoenix, Arizona product. With 14:56 remaining. And a 3-1 lead for Arizona. Dickinson is second, Cusinelli his second, Larson on the power play his second, O'Brien for Missouri State is fourth. Now the power play has 13 seconds for Arizona. They're trying to set things up once again. They get it off the side of the net, a shot that's deflected as Wade got that one, and now with 2 seconds to go, it is cleared out to center. We're 5-on-5. Here's Rowe. He gets pushed, puck cleared into the zone, and the Ice Bears are able to move it out to center. That's as far as they go. Stolen, everybody on side. Here's Larson, backhander in, save Stevens, rebound to the corner. It's out to center. Puck flipped up and in, and Stevens says, that's enough, I'm holding on to this. 14:11 to go in the period. And still a 3-1 lead for Arizona. Out-of-town scoreboard, thanks to Dan Dow. Jamestown has a 3-2 lead over Minot State early in the third. And Adrian has a 4-0 lead over Rochester College. That's through 2. Puck as Bell kicks it into the Arizona zone, taken by Cooley. He's checked out of the play by Max Meyer now on the ice. Puck comes over to Kovacic. Up the middle. Cooley missed it. There's nobody there for Missouri State. It'll go to the corner. Now here is Dickinson. Had the first goal of the game. Dickinson races through, stops up, shoots. Stevens save. Good pressure by Missouri State, but Stevens, after Dickinson stopped up, was able to make the save there. 13:43 to go in the period, and still a 2-goal lead for Arizona. Off the draw, Missouri State to win it. Here comes Andrew Kovacic. He'll flip it in, make Churro have to make a save. Now the Ice Bears get the face-off, and they get it inside the Arizona zone. 13:36 to go in the period. And we get a line change for Arizona. Andrew Kovacic with a few words for the linesman. Now Bell steps in with Westland. And Bell to win it for Missouri State. To Cooley, backhander misses wide. And we'll do it all again as it comes off the back of the boards. 13:31 to go. Shots 25-19. And that favors Arizona. Once again, Bell and Westland. Well, they're going to kick Bell out. So Kovacic will come in. Kovacic to win the draw. But it's through some skates and Westland's able to clear it. Here's a 2-on-2. Flipped into the zone where Larson will chase. He's boxed out by Johansson. They go into the boards. Ice Bears maneuver the puck at the half boards. Still down in low. Johansson's able to dig it out. Now puck is out to center. Dropped down by Armstrong and back down into the Arizona zone. Missouri State changes. Here comes Larson. He's cut off at the half boards. Larson digs it out, comes right up the middle. It's blocked in front. Backhander that is blocked also. That one by Westland. Ice Bears are slow to get it out of their own zone. Line change for Arizona. Here comes Missouri State. Salnikov, and he's calling for a penalty. Nothing doing. The Ice Bears are shorthanded right up the middle, and it's blocked and deflected by Warnick. Good play there. Here comes Rubin as he gets the outless pass for Missouri State. Rubin, crisscross, nice move as he gets through Langolier. Now the puck is out to center ice as it goes off of Derek Smith with 12:20 to go in the period. Now here's Salnikov. He shoots and it's up high, but it goes into Churro and he'll hold on. 12:15 to go in the period here in the third. And Missouri State getting some opportunities, but not the quality type opportunities that you really expect that they need to have. Although they get the next goal and it changes the complexity of this hockey game. Here's Brown. He shoots wide, just wide. Puck cleared by Stallhuth out to center. Ice Bears set it up off of the stick of O'Brien. He's going to chase. In front of the Missouri State bench, it is dug out and taken by Barrett. Flip the bouncing puck in. Goes to the corner now to Olnick out of San Clemente, California. Cleared out to center, and Brown will have it. He's out of St. Louis. Puck cleared to the near side boards, and a line change for both teams. Flipped up off the boards, but Brown is able to hold on to it. Here comes Brown. Here gets it over to Barrett off of his stick as he tried to sweep it into the goaltender. Now, as an Ice Bear gets pulled, that's Anderson. No penalty. Play continues. Here comes Marshall. But the Ice Bears will get possession. They do not clear it. We're going to get a penalty. It's a holding call against Missouri State. No, I take that back. It is not. It's against Arizona. The official pointed at the wrong guy. Marshall goes in. Six penalties, 12 minutes. This is power play number 6 for Missouri State, and boy, is it an important one. Between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, in that instance, Marshall was called for a penalty for eventually pinning Chris Brown beneath him behind the goal, and you're exactly right, Steve. This is a critical juncture with 13 left in the game. The Ice Bears have to find a way to cash in some chips here on the power play.
Well, the Ice Bears right now have it cleared once again. They've not been able to get things worked. Here comes Kovacic. Right side in front of Bell, and it's deflected wide to Cooley. He's behind the net. Gets it to Kovacic. Behind the net, out in front. And it's blocked as Brown tried to tee it up. And it's cleared. Missouri State to set things up. Penalty killers change for Arizona. 1:24 to go. Across to Cooley, off of his skate. It is not cleared though. Held in by O'Brien. He tries to work around the stick check of Matthew Hall on the penalty kill. Here comes Bell. He shoots. Save Cusinelli. Or, no, not Cusinelli. I meant save Chiro. It's still a C, but at the same time, it is Chiro that made the save. 10:28 to go in the period. Shots 25-21 in favor of Arizona in a 3-1 contest. Puck won again. Ice Bears cannot control it. Barrett gets hacked down, but it goes to the point to Schumacher. Cross ice to Johansson. He shoots and missed by O'Brien. May have just been a shot that went wide, and with authority it's cleared all the way down. Stevens comes out of his net. He will clear it out of harm's way. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Missouri State does have one power play goal. Here's Barrett. He shoots wide. Schumacher. Nice pass to Johansson, who lost it. And the Ice Bears have to get back. Schumacher gets back. Shorthanded attempt now by Westland, and he lost it, but here comes Missouri State. They have a 3-on-2. Barrett to start it, to O'Brien. Now over to Bratton. He shoots, and a save by Churro as the Ice Bears got their best opportunity together, but Churro is able to make a good save there. 24 seconds remaining in the power play. 9:41 to go in the period. 3-1 in favor of Arizona. Here is Salnikov. Had it, but it is deflected and cleared by Olnick. Puck out to center. That's as far as it goes, as it's shoved right back in by Max Meyer. 2 seconds to go. The power play has expired, but the Ice Bears with possession. Salnikov sends it down in low. Matty will race to chase. To Salnikov. He keeps it in, gets it to the left side, and a drive in that inadvertently hit Matty. Now it's through Salnikov, nobody there. It's deflected out to center ice. The initial drive came from the man who's doing the defense right now, and that is Carson Warnick. Puck cleared in front of the Missouri State bench. Too far for Derek Smith and sent in. You get the next goal and things are a little different. But Missouri State has 8:36 left in this hockey game. And they trail 3-1. Anderson is there with it. He is able to steal the puck. Here comes Anderson across the red line, now to the blue line. Anderson, nice move as he got it to Sollenbach. And it's off of his stick. Hull is there to clear it off the netting. Now behind the play, we're going to get a penalty. It's going to go against Arizona. They touch up, and a power play. It's a holding call. This is number 7. And Missouri State with all sorts of opportunities. 2 minutes to Dungy for holding, and let's see what Missouri State can do. This is a golden opportunity.
Here we go, fans, of the Missouri Bank Ice Bear power play.
So Missouri State with possession of the puck. They get it to Kovacic. Brown is in front. Kovacic waits. Now gets it to Anderson. He's pulled off the play. It is chipped away, and Bell is able to hold it down in low, but that's as far as it goes. 1:40 remaining in the power play, and it's loosely cleared, and it's a hand played with a high stick. They're going to call it deflected off an Ice Bear player, so it's played with a high stick. Now, that unfortunately is going to bring the puck all the way down into the Missouri State zone. Between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Give credit to the Wildcats. Chris Westland, he made an aggressive play on Brennan Anderson to stop the Ice Bears from advancing that puck any further into the zone. And now we go down to the other end as the Wildcats are attacking the Bears' goal.
As Stevens had to make a quick save with 1:30 to go, the puck is cleared. 25-22 in favor of Arizona in shots, and the puck is cleared all the way down where Bell will gather. Arizona with a short change. Here comes Bell. Left to right. Bell down the middle. He shoots. It's partially blocked. Followed up by Kovacic, and it's blocked too. Marshall. He races with his brother. It's Dawson and Bailey, and a shot that comes in, and it's held on to by Kovacic.
It's located in downtown Springfield. They're just off the square. Owned and operated by an Ice Bear.
1:02 remaining. 7:11 to go in the third period.
Also fans Evans Field located on
Steve Casson along with Alex Somm on camera and Dr. Ben Goss between the glass. Thanks for joining us. We'll have again a game tomorrow for you, but this time it's going to be Arizona State. They come in for a couple, and it will be our annual Pink Games where we will have our jersey auction for breast cancer awareness. And the Ice Bears will be wearing pink jerseys. Here's Schumacher, breaks free, down the middle, Schumacher shoots, save, rebound, Barrett, backhander, save again. And the Ice Bears had one of their best opportunities, and Churro was right there to make the save. Couldn't have been any better than that for Missouri State. Just some great opportunity there as the Ice Bears come in. There's the first opportunity, the second on the reverse backhand. Just a huge, huge save. .41 seconds left. Ice Bears do win the draw. Schumacher to Barrett. Barrett in low to O'Brien. Bratton waiting on the right side, but the Ice Bears still keep the puck in. Now cross ice. It'll go to Bratton. He has it. He waits. In front, O'Brien shoots, and a blocker save. Here comes Barrett. He shoots. Save. Bratton shoots. Save again. And huge saves by Churro. Missouri State has peppered Churro on this power play in a bid to come close. And Churro has been absolutely stellar. He has done what he has needed to do to keep this a 2-goal game for Arizona, and Barrett off the draw gets a shot and a shoulder save. Here's Johansson, 12 seconds to go on the power play for Missouri State. Back to Johansson, cross ice, it'll go to Schumacher, left side, a drive and a blocker save as it came to Barrett on the left. Barrett again, he shoots again and a save. Comes up the middle, power play is over, and do we get it played with a high stick? Or do we get a high sticking call? We're going to get a high sticking call. And Missouri State is back on the power play. But they have not been able to capitalize. And it's not for saying that they haven't been able to get opportunities, but it's Armstrong going for high sticking. This is power play number 8. And you have to start capitalizing. And the Ice Bears cannot win the draw. Anderson has to chase it. Stahlhuth chases it. He picks it up. Stahlhuth shorthanded. And a save and no penalty. We come the other way. Missouri State breaks out. They get it across the line to Kovacic, who chases. A bouncing puck. Cooley shoots and a save. Rebound. It's moved into the corner and taken away and cleared out to center ice. I'd like to know what is in Churro besides just pure strength out of this guy. He has done an amazing job in net. Here come the Ice Bears again, left side, down in low, working it across now to Kovacic. Power play with 1:13. Covey gets it to Bell. Bell is pulled off the play, thinks better of it, and comes out. Bell, snapshot, score! Josh Bell with his 6th goal of the season. It is a power play goal, and Missouri State has scored to get within 1. The Ice Bears did everything that they could try to do to get a goal, and they finally do. On the power play, Josh Bell just waits for the return pass, tees it up. You can't see it just yet, but Bell with the snapper, it's in, and Missouri State has made it a 3-2 hockey game, 5:10 to go in the 3rd period. Between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, it looks as though the Ice Bears have maybe saved the best for last here in the 3rd period, latter stages, as we now climb under 6 minutes to go with 5:10 left. Set up for a dramatic finish, but I want to go back a few moments ago before that goal. It really did look as though Anthony Churro was almost bulletproof. He was taking one shot after the other, and it was really more of him blocking shots than his defense picking them off or knocking them away. So you got to give a big gold star to the Wildcats goalkeeper. He has definitely kept them in this game, but the Ice Bears have now trimmed the deficit to just 1, and anything can happen here with just over 5 minutes left in this very, very exciting game.
Well, they announced Kovacic, but I really think it was Bell unless Covey tipped it in. Let's take a look at that series again, because it starts to Bell, and there's the shot, and I don't know. I really don't know at this point. We'll have to see if we can get, it's either Bell or Kovacic.
All right, fans, we have a correction on the Ice Bears goal. Ice Bears goal was scored by number 16, Josh Bell.
So they do correct it.
Bell assisted by Kovacic and Chris Brown. Time of the goal, 14:50.
Well, there we go. That's what I thought. It's a 3-2 game with 5:05 to go in the period, and Missouri State has capitalized on 2 power plays. And now with 5 minutes to go, it's like we're in overtime. Ice Bears work it to the corner and send it down with 4:49 remaining in the period. Puck is cleared into the Ice Bears zone. Racing hard is Anderson. Anderson is run into. Line change for Arizona, but they clear the puck. 3-2 now, as a bouncer comes into Stevens, and he'll hold on. 4:30 remains. Out of town scoreboard, Arkansas 4-2 over Arizona State. Middle of the 3rd period there. Meanwhile, here come the Ice Bears. It's Barrett racing free. He shoots, blocker save from the right side. Puck is cleared off the glass, and it's out to center. Missouri State with 4:17 to go to Barrett. A little bit too far for Bratton, and he'll clear it, or get it cleared down all the way off of the stick of Langolier. Now the Ice Bears out of their own zone. They work it across, tipped in to the zone, to the netting by O'Brien. Four minutes remaining in the 3rd period. It's a 3-2 game now. At center, Johansson checks his man off. Bratton will set it up. Johansson lost the puck. Here comes Dickinson. Left side, Johansson pushes him out of the way. It goes to the corner, now down in low in Missouri State with 3:41 remaining. They come out of their own zone. Well, after it hits a skate, it's not out of the zone. Puck is deflected. Now, finally, it's out to center ice. Ice Bears getting a little sloppy as they were really tired. Now they clear it. Does Arizona. 3:22 to go. Puck flipped out to center. Chipped at, played with a high stick. No, it's a high sticking penalty. It is against Missouri State. And arguing his call is Schumacher. Now Missouri State is in a precarious position. 5 penalties, 10 minutes against Missouri State. This is power play number 5 for the Wildcats. Not only do they have to kill off this power play, which for Arizona is at 20%. I take that back. For Arizona is at 31.3%. But they trail by a goal. Now the Wildcats work it. It's up the middle, drive, score! It came just to the right side. And the power play goal goes to Marshall. Took that much time. It's 4-2. So Bailey Marshall, who comes over from the University of Central Oklahoma that quickly, puts it in.
Arizona power play penalty is scored by number 11, Bailey Marshall, assisted by number 12, Chris Westland, and number 15, Anthony Cusinella. For Arizona, it is Marshall from Westland and Cusinella. Time of the power play goal, 16:57.
So it's now another 2-goal game as the Ice Bears give up a quick one on the power play. The last 4 goals have been power play goals. 2 by Missouri State, 2 by Arizona. And now it's 4-2. Backhanded into the Missouri State zone. 2:12 to go. Puck cleared out to center. Anderson's lost his stick, but the Ice Bears pull the goaltender out. Stevens is out with 2:10 remaining. And an empty net goal is scored. This one is Trey Decker. Oh, I take that back. Is that 26? It is. Dungy gets it. Oh, no, that is Decker. It's hard to see those numbers. It's 5-2 between the glass, Dr. Ben Goss.
Well, Steve, you're exactly right. That is a hard font to read, but also want to very quickly, before we run out of time tonight, talk about the PK challenge that the Ice Bears have going on. Tonight pays $5 per successful penalty kill, $24 for a shorthanded goal, with $50 max for feeding the Bears some good, nutritious meals when they go out on the road. No penalties will also pay $50, and we thank everybody who has contributed to that as we wind down now under a minute and a half left in this game.
18:08 the time of the goal. It is Decker's. And Decker gets his first of the season. Marshall with his 6th. And now Bailey Stevens is back in the net. Stevens quickly gets it to Thornton with 1:03 to go. Puck is cleared all the way down. Here is a lead pass, and it goes to Ben Fury on the ice now. Good forechecking pressure. Well, the good thing is these same 2 teams will not meet tomorrow. Missouri State will welcome Arizona State, and Arizona travels to Arkansas. Puck cleared in with 36 seconds remaining. And the Ice Bears faithful still here, even though this game is make that a 5-2 contest. We'll go over the highlights at the post game after we talk to the player of the game. Now Salnikov breaks free. He shoots, and a save by Churro. And Salnikov is angry, asking why he didn't get hooked or why there was no penalty. And now Salnikov's going to go. Angry that no penalty was called, but instead of being angry at the official, he's angry at a player, and he gets called. Power play number 6. 6 penalties, 12 minutes. Schumacher with a drive in, and it's held on to.
10-minute misconduct. Salnikov, 10-minute misconduct.
UCO 2, Colorado 1. That's late in the second, thanks to Dandal. And Arkansas and Arizona State, they are now tied up at 4-4, middle of the third period. Well, Missouri State does not go to a 4th extra period game. But in 5 seconds, they will have their second defeat. Tip in front by Davis and a save Churro, and that's it. So the Ice Bears lose this game by a score of 5-2.
And for the Ice Bears, 16 total shots on goal per
9 shots on goal into the third period on Bailey Stevens, 3-period total of 29, 16 on Anthony Churro, 3-period total of 34. Again, our next game, we hope you'll tune in for that. That'll be tomorrow against Arizona State. We'll have it for you right here on Web Sports Radio. In just a moment, we will talk to Josh Bell, who is the Steak and Shake player of the game. Dr. Ben Goss will. And then we'll go over the goals. But I will tell you, Dickinson got the first one, his second of the season. Cusinelli, his second. Then on a power play, Larson, his second. O'Brien for Missouri State makes it 3-1 on the power play, his 4th. Bell, his 6th on the power play. That comes in the 3rd. Marshall then comes back on the power play. That is his 6th, and then Decker with an empty net. And that goal comes at 18:08 of the 3rd, and that is his first of the season, 5-2 the final score. Meanwhile, we do have the Steak and Shake player of the game and Josh Bell.
Josh Bell, congratulations. You're tonight's Steak and Shake player of the game. It was a little difficult game for Bears. It seemed like the team just couldn't quite get untracked until later in the stages of the game. What do you think caused the slow start here tonight for the Ice Bears?
I think we came off a good weekend this past weekend, and came out here a little too comfortable, expecting basically take it easy because we came off a good weekend, and we got too comfortable. And we got to learn to bounce back after big weekends and keep it going.
What sort of adjustments do you personally plan to make, and what do you think the team needs to do in terms of adjustments for Arizona State when they come rolling in tomorrow night?
I think it's all mental, honestly. I think we got to have the right mindset going in, mentality that we aren't better than anyone. Any team can beat any team in this league. It's a really good conference this year, and we just got to remember that going into each game.
Great goal tonight. Congratulations. Proud to present you with these awards for the Steak and Shake player of the game. Good luck tomorrow night against Arizona State.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is Josh Bell with his goal tonight, 6 total this season. Let's start things off in the first period and see how this game progressed. The first goal of the game was Dickinson's, his 2nd of the year. He puts it in, just slips it underneath Bailey Stevens, and it is a 1-0 lead, that coming at 8:52 of the period. Then it's Cusinelli to get on the board, his second of the season at 5:27 of the second period. The assists goes to Marshall, and we have a 2-0 lead. Larson makes it 3-0 for Arizona. This one on the power play, his second. Rowe with the assist, 10:37 of the second period, and it's a 3-0 lead. But the Ice Bears say, no, not so fast, as O'Brien on the power play in the second at 14:48, his fourth. The B-line, Bratton gets an assist, and Schumacher, and all of a sudden Missouri State has kind of cut this lead to 2. And then Missouri State makes it an even more interesting game when Bell on the power play in the third period at 14:50 gets his 6th this season. Bratton and Kovacic and the Ice Bears are making a game of this. But Marshall, as soon as a power play is called to Schumacher, 16:57, power play immediately. And the Ice Bears find themselves trailing 4-2, and then unfortunately it is a empty net goal, and that is it for Missouri State, who pulled their goaltender very early on with about 2:10 left. They pulled what I think is kind of very early on, but the Ice Bears do give up that empty netter, the first of the season. 5-2 is the final score. Again, our next broadcast, we'll have it for you right here, as Missouri State will take on Arizona. That's for 2 games, as the Arizona State hockey team comes in, and that'll be our pink games. We will have jerseys for auction. We hope that you'll come on down and bid. I don't think there's proxy bidding, so you'll just have to come down and bid, and they are really amazing jerseys, as they always have been, for our pink games this season. A little early because the Ice Bears do not have any other home games this season in October. That's going to do it here from Mediacom Ice Park, as the Ice Bears lose this hockey game. They fall to 7-2-1-1 on the season. Arizona is now 3-0 this season. I'm Steve Casson for Alex Somm and Dr. Ben Goss. Thanks for tuning in. Until tomorrow, good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.